All right, so for the past week and a half now, I've been using this and only this to power all of my full-sized headphones and IEMs. And let me tell you, I was impressed. So what exactly is this, what I'm holding right here? So this is a USB Type-C dongle DAC / headphone amplifier, which is balanced and single-ended operation, which utilizes dual Cirrus Logic 43198 DAC chips, which you can probably see in there, right there. This is a 32-bit 384 kilohertz, and this will decode DSD up to 256. Build quality, very impressive. You can see right there, 32-bit 384 kilohertz, DSD 256, and this is called the EPZ TP35 Pro. And my goodness, let me tell you now, this thing literally just replaced my full-sized SPL phonitor, which ran me over $2,000, which I bought a few years ago. This tiny little $86 Canadian USB Type-C dongle DAC basically replaced that here on my desk. So let me give you a quick rundown how I use this and how did it sound to my ears with my headphone and IEM pairings. So first of all, before I get into the sound quality, this is the actual dongle DAC itself. Built very nicely. Beautiful little see-through glass little window there, very similar to the Q-Style M15 and the M15i. This also came with an absolutely fabulous braided USB Type-C cable, Type-C to Type-C. It did also come with a Type-C to Type-A USB adapter that is still in the box, I believe. Really no point of looking at that right now. If you're interested in what came with the box, go check out my unboxing video. So I had this paired single-ended, powering my Beyerdynamic DT 1990 Pro full-size 250 ohm headphones, and let me tell you, on low gain I had plenty of headroom with this wonderful little dongle DAC that is using the single-ended output, powering 250 ohm full-size dynamic driver headphones. The sound I was getting, this by the way I should mention, my very first time experiencing and hearing a Cirrus Logic DAC chips. In the past I've always listened to ESS Technologies and AKM Delta Sigma DACs. This was my very first experience having listened to a Cirrus Logic DAC. Now, single-ended driving the 1990 Pros, the sound I was getting was very full, extremely spacious, lots and lots of details, micro details, very good clean bass extension. It never ever, not once did it ever sound sibilant or harsh in the upper treble regions. I could not believe the sound I was getting out of this tiny little thing from its single-ended output driving my full-size headphones. Did I mention how damn good the cable is too? Beautiful cable. I was getting fabulous sound coming out of the single-ended from this dongle DAC. Now switching over to my planar magnetic IEMs, which were the original 7 Hz timeless. Now those were being ran through the 4.4 millimeter Pentacon balanced output, which is this guy right over here. The gold plated output, that is the balance port. Exact same thing. Oh, I don't want that to peel off. I'm getting a little too excited here. There we go. So yeah, the sound I was getting for my IEMs through this little dongle DAC, big, open, spacious soundstage, very clean and articulate and detailed sound, never sounding harsh, with very good bass extension. The sound this little bugger was producing really threw me away, man. Like, my goodness. This literally replaced my full-sized SPL fonitor that I usually had sat right there going into my PC. I also did use this on my mobile cell phone, my Samsung Galaxy. I didn't use it for too long on my cell phone because, like I said, I am currently at my desktop here on my gaming PC for video editing, for gaming, for music listening. The past week and a half, I've been using strictly only the TP35 Pro dongle DAC. It covered all the grounds for me. Beautiful, very spacious sound. That's what I couldn't believe. The sound stage this thing was reproducing, it was big. It's like if I was doing a blind A/B test, like comparing this to, for example, the SPL monitor, this might have more details than that. That's a little bit more mellow, a little bit more laid back. This is slightly enhanced to neutral, I should say, without sounding harsh. Very, very good quality sound coming from either the single-ended or the balanced output. I will also say, I was not able to tell a difference in a good way or a bad way from either the single-ended output or the balanced output. So let's say you're going from the balanced and then you're going into the single-ended. There really is not a huge difference sonic wise. Meaning, like, the 4.4 is not miles better than the 3.5 millimeter. It will output, on paper, it will output slightly more power out of the balanced output, but I really could not distinguish a whole lot of difference going from balanced to single-ended or from single-ended to balanced with this wonderful little dongle DAC here. One thing that I will mention about this is, in the email, when the company asked me, hey, would you like us to send you our brand new product for an honest, thorough review? They mentioned in the email that this DAC has a dedicated app, I believe you can download on your phone, which has a bunch of EQ adjustments. I unfortunately, after hours and hours of searching online, I could not find for the life of me the app, the mobile app or PC app for this dongle DAC anywhere online. That goes for the Google Play Store as well as excuse me, anywhere on a Google search. I could not locate the dedicated app for the dongle. That's one thing I just could not find. Another little thing that I wasn't too much a fan of are these buttons here are very, very small. They're very close to each other, and sometimes when I would reach over, let's say if I was in the dark, I wanted to either go up on the volume dial or down on the volume dial, I would accidentally click both of these. And by the way, by clicking both of those buttons simultaneously, these are the volume dials, positive and negative. If you click both of them at the same time simultaneously, just click them once, it will either initiate either high gain mode or low gain mode. So simply just like this. And I actually found myself doing that a few times here while doing some of my gaming. Not that big of a deal, just if you got bigger hands, bigger fingers, you know, you may run into that because these are very, very small little volume dials here. But yeah, low gain drove my full-size headphones. Absolutely beautiful, very clean, distortion-free, high power output. These do not require a driver when plugging into my Windows 11 PC, Windows 11 Pro I should add, PC. There is no driver required. Only little caveat I can find about this brilliant sounding little dongle DAC are the volume dials. They are very, very tiny. Also, you do not know what volume dial you're on. So for example, if this has 100 steps of volume internally, you will not know what you're on. You basically just got to go up and down to whatever listening volumes you're comfortable with, because there is no indicator on here telling or showing you what percentage of the volume you're at. So for example, you can be at 28, you wouldn't know it. You can be at 60 and you wouldn't know it. You kind of just have to go by the loudness of the headphone output, whatever you have connected at the other end of this. So to sum up this little review of mine here on the TP35 Pro by EPZ, utilizing dual Cirrus Logic 43198 DAC chips. This was my first time ever listening to them, and let me tell you right now, I am a huge fan of how this company EPZ implemented both of those DAC chips into this very attractive tiny little dongle DAC here. Only little thing is these volume keys are very small, and you do not know where on the volume attenuator, the volume steps you are on. You basically just have to go by loudness while going either up or down on the volume dial. So there you have it. I can absolutely highly recommend the EPZ TP35 Pro USB Type-C dongle DAC. Even right now, after I'm done this review, I'm going to continue to listen to this and have this plugged in directly into my Windows PC, and I won't even bother with my full-sized SPL monitor. That's how freaking good and amazing this thing sounds from either of the single-ended or ballast output. Very good quality sound from this beautiful little dongle DAC. Phenomenal build quality. You can probably drop this and it should survive, as long as you don't drop it on the glass screen there on cold hard concrete. Another thing, I might have to put my phone down for this, but I'll try doing it without it. Another very good thing about this DAC here is that you really have to push the Type-C connector into the female end of the DAC. It is so freaking sturdy and rock solid. I mean, once you got this connected to your phone, you can definitely afford to be rough with it. That is not going anywhere. It's a very nice, tight and snug fit once you plug it into the dongle itself. Very nice, snug fit. This is going to be getting my absolute highest praise, highest recommendation. Thank you loads, EPZ, for sending this product out. I'm going to continue using this as my main daily driver for music listening, gaming, and or video editing. It is that good. It is that versatile. There is zero input lag or latency when you got this connected to your Windows computer. High frame rate FPS games, absolute breeze. Zero latency, no lag while having this connected to my PC without any drivers installed. That is also a huge plus in my opinion. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section down below. I'm going to get back to my gaming using the EPZ TP35 Pro as my main daily driver.